Oi oi everybody, it's Ravemastergeneral here. This is the first instalment of Ravemastergeneral Meets, and today I'm in Northampton Town Centre and I'm going to be speaking to Chris, who's a mate of mine who owns this record shop. It's a wicked record shop, spun out. Let's do it.
Cheers then, lad.
This is a proper old school record shop, do you know what I mean? It's got posters, it's got fashion, it's got rare vinyl, do you know what I mean? I mean, Raiders of the pop charts. It's got some really, there's something for everybody here, really. Do you know what I mean? It's not all one particular genre, it's just got, it's got CDs. It's really cool. Wicked. So, this is Chris. He's a legend. He's owned Spun Out for a long time. Chris, how long has Spun Out been around for?
We've been here since 2000, years 2000. So
what did you say, over
23, going on
Wicked.
24 years now.
Awesome, awesome. So, tell us a bit about your rave experience. What was the first rave, free party that you went to?
The first thing I experienced was Glastonbury, I think it was 89.
Wow.
I mean, we were still going there for indie rock and rock in general and that sort of thing. That was what we were into at the time.
Wow.
And just about like 3 tents on, they set up this massive great rig. They got a little Toyota van. They lifted up the back flat door, and it had 2 big old whacking great speakers in it. And they're starting to jam out some Shaman tunes, which back then were just going from their indie thing into pure acid house, and we were sucked in because we dug some Shaman stuff before, and as it had an indie background and that, and it was starting to kind of, the dancing was starting to make sense, and that was it. Sunrise the next day, we're still there booging away with another little group of about 50 odd, Reading heads who've been swayed like us.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a great moment, man. Definitely. Yeah, really good.
So, what's the best wine that you've had, if you can remember?
I mean, kind of leads on from that. I mean, at that point in time, we were still we were, I suppose, indie rock kids, but we've been following the psychedelic rock roots around England for years and years, and a big part of that was the free festival system, where people went set up a festival in a field somewhere, and people come and perform all sorts of music, some of it being psychedelic rock, some of the best ones we've seen at Stonehenge and places like that, that Hawkwind played at and stuff like that. We were following these systems around, following this thing called the Festival Eye, which was an amazing little magazine set up by some hippies that listed what they could of what was going to be going on that's forthcoming in the year, and everyone would try and kind of follow the rough directions that were given, to go and find these things. So we were following off towards the Avon Free Festival, which had already been shifted a couple of times over the previous years. The last known thing had been in Chipping Sodbury, so everyone was gathering there. And when we got there, there's a few stragglers still there, kind of shaking their heads and that. And then over the radio in the car comes this news report from Radio 1 saying there's a whole load of masses and masses of ravers gathering illegally outside of Chipping Norton, a place called Castle Morton. And so that was us, we're off up the M4 and straight off down there, and that was an amazing weekend. We crawled into this single track up onto the moor, and it just got so jammed we couldn't take the car any further. Just binned it and went up onto the moor, and oh, we're here now, we might as well do some acid now, like, you know, we're at an acid.
Do you think it set the benchmark for like free parties, as it were?
Oh, big time, man, yeah. But yeah, for us then, it was, you know, it was still acid house music, so like we did some acid, like, you know, and next thing we know, we're watching this like big purple cloud coming up over the escarpment that the moor sort of rests on, and it kind of comes over and there's lightning going off and thunder and all the rest of it. Oh, it's going to tip down in a minute, and then it just rolled off beautifully, doing its light show off into the distance, and then following it was a police helicopter shouting at us all to get lost, like, you know, you are a legal gathering, you must depart the place, we will prosecute anyone.
You must comply.
That's it, exactly. Like, and there's a big old cheer of fuck off, like, from, you know, down on the ground, and we thought, yeah, we're here, like, yeah.
Wicked.
So then we went and found the Spiral Tribe sound system, which was the biggest thing there. Like, must be about 20,000 ravers, all in this sort of natural bowl sort of bit, like, and they were kind of a bit different because they played sort of hard breakbeat techno with MCs over the top to stir it up and that, like, you know. Kind of like the acid seemed like the right thing because we just kind of like almost like, I don't know, like, you know how the Running Man seems like you're treading water, but like, you know, you can do it forever, like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like, you know, running on the spot forever and ever and ever, but like, you know, next thing we know it's 10 in the morning and somebody's giving us a cup of tea, like, you know. Brilliant night, yeah, brilliant night, yeah.
And what's the most sort of notable bit of vinyl that you've come across over the years?
For me, the one that I always go back to is this one playing. It's Hard Floors, what's it called again? Funologue.
Funologue?
Yeah, it's
Very
amazing.
acidy.
Oh god, yeah, proper acid. Like, you know, when I mean, like, basically European sort of trance techno early days from '94, I think it was, like, you know. But it was a party record, but like it still stands the test of time now because it's got a groove, it's got a funk to it as well. Like, even though it's quite banging as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh yeah, you're ready to stomp this one.
Yeah, definitely, man.
With or without assistance.
Yeah, that's it, exactly, man. Yeah, definitely.
Chris, it's been an honour. Thank you very much, man.
No, thank you.
Spun out in Northampton. You know where it is. Let's go.
Yes, man.
So if you're into vinyl or rarities, get yourself down to Spun Out in Northampton Town Centre. It's one of a few shops around in the UK, there's not many left, and it's been going over 20 years, so let's keep it alive, keep the vibe alive. Rave to the grave, come on. Any jungling guy?